Alright, so that's taken care of. Alright, select all. Whoop, 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 whoop. What size is it? Image size 72. No, 300. Otherwise, when I copy and paste it, it's going to be the size of a postage stamp. Now, select all, copy, jump over to Aussie, paste. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's do this. Let's get rid of a colored background. That's just going to drive me nuts. Ozzy Osbourne disappear. Ellipse disappear. This disappear. That disappear. Okay, let's just take a look at Ozzy by himself on this background. Whoops. Okay. Now, if you look, he is set to multiply. And if we zoom in, you can see that it looks like, other than this ghosting here, that it's been printed on this piece of paper. If I move Ozzy, see, I can see the wrinkle through it and all that, but that may not be the best way. But what if we flip the script and we move the paper to be on top of the print? So I'm going to move that to the top of Ozzy, which covers him, and change this to multiply. And now the paper is the multiply. It's on top. See? And then if I turn Ozzy, I'm going to lock that real quick so I can click on Ozzy. Where is my lock? There it is. I'll click on Ozzy and say, no, you be normal. And now the paper stock is on top. It's on top of everything. So even though Ozzy's underneath it, if I change the paper stock, I'll unlock it to overlay. Everything that was white, now it's just showing me where Ozzy is. And the white, it doesn't see the white anymore. It sees it as empty space. Now if I turned on this color, you could see now, if I zoom in, the texture of that paper is in with the yellow. Now we're getting much more sense that this graphic has been printed. Let's see what happens if I turn on the pink. Oh yeah. Now we have very much, layers of printing happening here. Let me grab that guy there. Yeah, that's fine. Don't show me that again. You're just telling me that the filters will be temporarily turned off. So if you wanted to do something like this, and then it reapplied the filter. So now you're getting the sense of the poster being printed on. Now, here's the other cool thing. If I select that piece, and I select Ozzy's face, and I select the ellipse, and I shrink them down, to where there's a border of the poster still remaining, you can see where the ink runs off and it's not blending with the color behind it. So I can crush that in, I can crush that in, and now you have an actual border, and then it looks like this has been inked and the rest of the board has not. But you can see the different arrangements by placing the layer on top versus placing the layer on bottom, and your blending modes, your multiply, overlay, things like that. So you can still make this silkscreen look with, all sorts of things. Now, if I take the Osborne lettering And I make it normal. Okay, which looks horrible. Normal, I said. Thank you. Okay. Now, I'm going to make this huge. Or not. Why would I? Why would I do that? That would be silly. There we go. Now, let's say I wanted to make the type look silk screened. Well, the best way to do this is twofold. I'm going to make a copy of it. Okay? And what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I could try just doing filter, pixelate, color halftone, convert to a smart object. Okay. And let's zoom in and take a look at it. That looks terrible. So, let's take a copy of this. Probably, I don't think, well, let's see what desaturating does. Image, oh wait, I've got to rasterize it first. Rasterize the type, image, adjustments, desaturate, which turns it grayscale, but not the stroke. That's right. Oh my, yeah. So let's turn off the stroke for now. We can add a stroke later. Okay, so now it's grayscale, or it's been turned, it's been desaturated. Color halftone. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh. I wonder, image adjustments, desaturate the color halftone. Ooh, it worked. But man, does that look like poo-poo. Let's go back a step and let's do color halftone, but let's do it a 7. Bigger dots. Good. Select. Ooh, wait. Filter, pixelate, color halftone. What if we did 0, 0, 0, 0? These are how far they're offset. Yes, that's what we want. Now, select color range in the white. Up. Okay. Delete. Ooh. Zoom out. Yes, look how pretty that is. Now, I can do a color overlay. Instead of trying to fill this, double click the layer styles, add a color overlay of purple. Oh yeah, look at that. So again, you can get that silk screen look. And then if you wanted to make it look offset a little, this is the fun one. I'm going to copy this layer by holding down my Option key, and I'm going to scoot it just a little tiny bit off. And I'm going to change that one's color overlay to blue. Oh yeah. So what this means is like if the plates had shifted during printing. and you get a very nice true thing. Now, to review, what I did was to get the perfect dots. When I did color, or when I did do a halftone pattern, when it's 4 colors, CMYK, it offsets them. That's why you get 4 little dots, a red, a cyan, a yellow, and a black. But if I turn the offsets all to 0, that means all 4 of those dots will line up directly on top of each other. So you can make offset printing. Look at that, isn't that great? Whoops, the plates were off. Didn't quite, or the screens were off, didn't quite line up. So we get that nice, like, oh, it's blurry. Kind of like the old comic strips used to be. And let's see, they're normal. Let's see if we multiply them. No. Oh, yeah. All right. So, silk screening, screen printing, the look of it. You could do the same thing with that dot. If you wanted to make a purple, you could do a red layer and a blue layer and offset them a couple pixels. But the main point of this was this guy here, the texture, and making something look aged by doing overlays or multiplies on backgrounds. Okay? Now, you could technically work directly on the background like this. Now, here's where you have that problem, though. If I make him not an overlay, but make him normal, and then Ozzy is and he is covering Ozzy, so that's a problem. And, we get to see it, but it's not quite as nice as if I flipped it and did an overlay with this, or a multiply with this. There we go. That's much more like the two have been joined together. So your texture, your aged piece of cardboard or newsprint or whatever, probably should be on the top of everything you make. That way it will blend better.